Hello and welcome back. Today we have a introduction to a new series for you all. It's going to be along the same vein as Let's Plays, but with a twist. It's going to be Let's Build. So, as many of you know, I am the Dungeon Master of two separate groups, and we meet pretty much every weekend. So I've got 2 sessions to prepare plot and maps and conflict for. So I'm definitely working quite a lot and making quite a lot of maps. So I figured a fun thing to do is whenever I make a map, I narrate it for you all so you can kind of get in my head, see my thought process as I make this, and hopefully get inspiration for your own creations or help you evaluate Tabletop Simulator for making maps. And I figured it'd be fun. So here we've got my inspiration. I found an image online of a goblin camp, and the scenario right now is the kind of the typical low-level adventure for my new group, which is this small village they're in right now. Has the details right now are they had one of the characters had run into 2 ne'er-do-wells, 2 kind of traveling smugglers who tried to mug him. And in self-defense, he beat them both. He's a monk, so he didn't even need to worry about him not having his adventuring gear on him at the time, so he just wrecked him and hid their bodies. And these bodies are going to attract a murder of crows and other such vultures and kind of birds looking for dying bodies, dead bodies. And the goblins that occupy the forest surrounding this village will use this murder of crows and other such scavenger birds as a way of finding new people to pillage, as the decaying life would probably signal some sort of conflict that they can prosper from. The goblins will raid the village and nab a couple people and bring them back to this camp. And so the group, having just kind of formed up and spent a night at this camp, will be asked by desperate villagers to go and rescue these kidnapped folk. So I quickly looked up Goblin Camp on Google and got a perfect little inspiration. I want this to be definitely a difficult Goblin Camp, because I feel goblins, when structured very blandly, can be very easy and very unexciting. So I wanted a challenge. So I gave them I wanted to give them some sort of fortress, some sort of defensive structure that would make this more of a challenge. So here we go. Here's my inspiration. So I'm going to just start building. So my first step is going to be I need to grab some tiles. So I have them all organized somewhere. Walls. I know, tiles. There it is. Okay. Now, search among these, and I need grass. I have these ditches right here, so I'm going to need dirt. I might need some other forms of dirt. General wilderness tiles might help. Rocks, ravines. Fire tiles, dungeon tiles. Not seeing much else. I'll just keep this tiles bag around over here and browse. These are not the type of tiles I really want. They're more of like the tile themselves have the picture of the terrain. I want the tiles to be the terrain. Dirt, that matches that color pretty well. Grass, it's kind of dark grass, but that should work. Oh, these are also like the pictures. So I'm going to get rid of that and that. So I think we're pretty set on what we have here. So I am going to now, I think we're going to keep these here, knowing my choices. Maybe I'll set their corresponding bags on top of them in case I need different sized tiles. So I know the the situation with the ground tiles, I think I want some road tiles as well. So I got tiles back here. Not draw, search. Cobblestone, vegetation tiles, sand. Sand might work. Pit, dungeon furniture, dungeon floor. I'll just try dungeon floor and cavern floor. I'm just looking for some general... I don't need this. You disappear. Okay. You too. I'm just looking for some whiter road tiles. Just gonna plop them down, see how they look. Cobblestone might work, but they're probably a little bit more basic than cobblestone. Nice cobblestone roads. This sand tile actually might be pretty perfect. So I'm gonna stick with the sand. Pop you right there. Are you the one that I grabbed from? No. Okay. Okay, so dungeon floor, cavern floor, didn't need you guys. Thank you. Alright, so I got the ground all covered. Now I have this fortress structure. So what I'm going to use, before I cover up my inspiration picture with all of the ground cover, I'm going to build the actual structure of the fort, or at least grab the materials for it, and then lay down all my ground bits, and then build a fort on top of it. So I need some walls. Saved objects. It might be under props. Nature elements will probably be helpful. Buildings and walls. So nature elements I have is just kind of rocks and patches of grass and pretty much just those things and a little water blob. Might not need that. I'll hold on to it in case. Props is a bit more large scale. Tents we might use is these tents over here. Fireplaces, chairs. We're probably going to use a good chunk of what's going on here. I don't think I see... oh, wooden fences. That might be exactly what I want. Those are kind of nice. Those are like house fences. So I'm not going to need you. Tents I will need. Okay, so I'm just going to move props and all that over there. Nature elements. I'm going to shove you over by the tiles bag. Buildings. So as opposed to this center kind of house they have here, I want like an old wizard tower that is long gone of the wizard. And yeah... the granary or this, I think I like this. This, yes. Oh, yeah. So I wanted this as some large-scale kind of, this is where the prisoners are, they're at the top, they need to ascend this watchtower, and it's probably going to be filled with traps. So it's going to be a bunch of fun. So this is a good building to have. Maybe they might make use of a windmill. Maybe they're a little bit advanced. And a basic water tower, because this is a good conglomeration of goblins. Now I want to check out my walls bag. Wooden interior, wooden walls, wooden interior walls. Temple walls, maybe. Mossy walls, wooden walls. These are all stone. Okay, so I'm gonna browse through these. Curved walls, capped curve, basic wall parts. What are you? Are you used for like stacking? Huh. Okay. That might not be what I want. Corner sections. What do you look like? Also, capped basic wall parts, stairwells. Yeah, this is for like stacking on top of each other, it seems like. So close, but not exactly. Wooden interior walls. These might be money. Kind of, they're a little bit nice. Not kind of basic, kind of just pike setup. So we'll see what else we can get. These are very assembled looking. Temple, wooden walls. Did I already check you out? I don't know. Basic wall parts. Yeah, it's the same kind of stacking situation. I think given my options here, did I already look through them all? Yeah. Given my options here, I actually might go back to that that kind of picket fence. If I didn't get rid of it, I might have saved objects, props. I'm looking for fences, fireplaces, wooden fences, and rails. So this whole bag of props is something that I gruelingly put together. Yeah, this'll work just fine. It's nice and broken down, reflecting the goblins' brilliance in engineering. So I think this will work for us. So I got all this garbage. Anything I'm gonna save here? Mossy walls, basic wall parts, curved walls. Yeah, I think I'm gonna save you and you. Everything else is not sticking around. Delete. Okay. Props. Cool. So I'm gonna start walling off our area. I'm trying to think. Do I want to? Because if I go through the effort of actually building all of this fortress stuff, I might not have enough space to kind of pick it up, shift it over as one unit, build up my ground materials, and then shift over the entire thing back. Let's see. This is like yay big. Do I have like an... I might be able to work it. We'll try. Okay. So the scale of this place is going to be pretty large. I want to show the lines of my hex and probably drop that size down big time. Maybe a little bit more. Let's see. The tent, yeah, they're going to be pretty small tents. And then let's see what the scale of, did I wipe out that tower? Oh, I'm an idiot. Yeah, I threw that tower away. Buildings is what I'm looking for. There you are. I need my wizard tower. And there you are. Cool. So with my grid, how does this look? If that tower is like 15 feet in diameter, I might want to shrink my grid a little bit more. So I want this nice and chunky. A little bit more. Yeah. All right. Cool. Now we build. All right. It's gonna be big ol' walls. End piece now just begins the shot or the machine gun of copy paste. Okay, I might assemble like a duo of them, and then yeah, bah. Oh god. There we go. Cool. Probably fast forward this bit as I assemble the fence. I want, because there's going to be some watchtowers at the caps of these fences. You can kind of see their structure right there. I think I actually might use the water tower as the watchtower because it's got that rickety, poorly built aesthetic. And I'll just tell the players, yeah, you see these watchtowers, and there is a goblin up there, and he'll be like an archer, somebody kind of surveying the situation. All right, I'm gonna grab these and plop them around. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, and boom. Okay. And now initiate the fast forward. Okay, so I just plopped down all of those fences. They seem pretty good. It's already kind of shaping up, and we're seeing the beginnings of this Goblin Fortress. I'm going to start putting down that big old row of tents. So what tents do I have here? That looks like a goblin tent. These kind of basic ones made from hide look pretty ideal. I think I like this one. It's the most kind of crappy. If you get my drift here. All right. So shrink them down to match the scale we want to use. Cool. So now I'm just gonna copy paste that. Cool, easy peasy. I got some more tents over there. I think I'm gonna spice it up a bit and use these tents. Okay. I don't intend on the players to actually confront everybody in this goblin camp, because that would be near suicide for level 2 players. So the idea is to structure this in a way that they're going to solve this with as little violence as possible. Whether or not that actually works out, we are going to find out. Oh god. Okay, this is animal pen. Okay. So this is pit. Let's see. I got a little key here. Bugbear den, gate tower, goblin hovel, hobgoblin barracks, and supply wagon. Okay. So I'm gonna, I think instead of these nests, I might kind of make kind of a livestock situation going on. Do I still have that fence? Yeah, wooden fences. I'll use this as a livestock pen. Cool. You get the idea. I'm gonna put something in the middle of all this. Maybe some goats. So I feel like goblins aren't capable enough to accumulate any cattle. Alright, nice little livestock pen. I'll set up a second one right here. Can I highlight you all? Yes, thank you. Cool, a couple more. Oh god! I'm not gonna Control Z because Tabletop Sim Control Z is kind of weird. It works when you need it to, but it like reloads the entire map and it can be kind of a pain. So I'm just gonna fix it myself. And I don't need you. And one last animal pen right there. And these I will make as fireplaces. Okay, so I need, in my props, search, I'm gonna need a whole bunch of torches and fireplaces. So here's fireplaces plus torches. Okay, search. We're going to have these, they aren't nice enough to have these braziers, but going to have some bonfires. Big old bonfire right here. Tinier one over, oh, that's just a taller one. I'm going to make that not as tall as the watchtowers. Cool, copy this one. Bring it over here by the animal pen. And maybe a big one right there. Okay. Alright, now I need torches. This is my favorite little basic torch. This is like a street lamp that you'd see in a city, but we are definitely not in that situation. Shrink it down for scale. And we're going to put them around the entrances. Oh god, not the bonfire. Boop, bop. And around each of these entrances. And then kind of scattered across the camp. Maybe one like right here. Oh god. You got this, buddy. And we're good. Okay. Boop, pop. And boop, pop. I'm really hoping they go for a night sneaking situation and try and stealth in. Because ideally all they have to do is sneak into the tower, and then getting out of there, the escape might hopefully be the easier part. I like to produce a conflict that is pretty obvious it won't succeed in a all-out battle. There will most likely be a couple skirmishes here and there, but if they play their cards right, they're not going to wake up the entire camp of like 30-something goblins and hobgoblins. So that's the ideal case. Alright, what other props do we need? We got tents. This is just going to be kind of basic props and like supplies that I'll plop around. I think we're ready to lay down our groundwork. So we got our groundwork tiles. I'm going to shift them over here, there, and to the left where that key and everything is. Here's going to be like forest. It'll be like rather surrounded with forest. So now, really hoping I can pull this off. Highlight. It's only going to let me highlight a certain amount. Bring you all over here. Did I lose any? Looks like my torches fell, but I can fix that later. Other half of the camp. Here we go. Kind of. How am I going to make this work? We can do this. I'm going to get rid of what's going on here. Don't need the tiles. Pretty much all of this is done. Yeah. So, where did that all go? I just put it down somewhere. Oh god. How did I lose it? I just plopped it down. Did I delete it? Control Z. Control Z. Control Z. See, it's kind of a nightmare. Okay. I must have had it still highlighted and then I deleted these things. Okay. So, boop and boop. So now, highlight the second half of the camp. Can I do that like this? Like this? Cool. Scoot it on over here. Alright, now I'll lay down this area. I can move the fort back onto it, and then I can lay down this area. Alright, so we got our grass. I don't need the single one yet. I'm going to put down some big old patches. Okay, this is going to be kind of just probably going to fast forward through this, because there's not much to watch here besides what I'm doing. Going to change up. For plopping down the tiles, I definitely recommend turn on grid snapping. So you have show lines going on, snapping. You have to play with whether you want center or on the lines. It kind of depends on where your building material kind of centers itself. But it seems like this is lining up pretty well. And now, next tip, shrink it down like 1 or 2 sizes. The snapping will mean that it will still go in where you want, But shrinking it down means that they'll settle in right next to each other nice, and then you'll see later on we'll expand it and they'll fit pretty much flawlessly. So here becomes the machine gun of copy paste. Okay, we are back. I just gruelingly went through putting down all those tiles. As you can see, doing it this way could take a lot of time, especially when you're working with inspiration maps. One way I could have done it, but I didn't trust myself to have the kind of the artistic talent, is to tab between a picture of this inspiration map and mine, and I just lay down an entire like board full of grass in one really easy swoop instead of doing these fine details along the borders of each material, and then laying that road on top of that. That's one way to speed it up if you think you're able to kind of eyeball the position of things well. Or you could just choose not to do the tiles and use the inspiration map as the floor itself. I prefer to use the tiles. I think it makes it more realistic and tabletop looking. So I'm going to move on to plopping down the fortress itself. So we got some pieces here. Oh wait, first we have to, so you can see there's plenty of little lines in between here. What we want to do is highlight, oh, it's gonna be nice to me. It's only gonna let me do it piece by piece. So I'm just gonna grow, like with the plus button, until the lines are kind of disappearing, and then hit L to lock it into place. And I'm just gonna keep on selecting bits, grow it once or twice, lock it. So you can already see it's starting to kind of seal up those corners and edges, make it look a lot nicer. Yeah. So as you lock them, they will become not selectable by dragging. You can right-click them and it'll select them when they're locked. But you just go piece by piece, grow them up 2 sizes, and they will lock super nice into place without any edges. Grow lock. Get this next chunk. Bam. Grow. Bam. Coming together real nice. Grow. Lock. Any other bits? Grow. Lock. Oh, no, you stayed there. Grow. Lock. Okay, so that's looking pretty good. Okay, so now we can plop down the fort. I'm going to all my scraps over here. I'm gonna wipe out so I don't have to pick those away in case I grab something on accident. So what can I grab? I'll grab this. You were along this, right? Like right there. Yeah. Oh, now that our tiles are down, we're gonna turn off grid snapping because our props and stuff aren't necessarily going to line up with the grid. So you can see that's kind of why it wigged out when I dropped everything. Fix up my fencing. Looking better now. Oh god. Oh, my torches. My precious torches. Cool. Yep. Alright, just gonna keep on grabbing. This is the next bit. You come over here. right? I think that's how I had it. So the fence would go like here. Probably scoot it down a bit. And you can always fix it up how you want. It doesn't have to perfectly match what it used to be. So just rearranging the fortress now that we have dropped in our tiles, and get this ready to rumble. You do not belong there. I need, oh, you too. Oh boy. I need to get some of the singular pieces. Gosh. Okay, so I have some patchwork to do. So I'll just I'll fast forward this part to once I've re-dropped everything back into place, and we will start decorating. Come on. No! Thank you. Oh my goodness. Games. Hidden. G. Overwrite. Yes. Oh, okay. Back to your regularly scheduled programming. So, you just blasted on through me setting down all those tiles, replacing the fortress on top of them, popping in a quick little forest for an added kind of scenery and make this seem like it's not just random, and flows a little bit better. Now we're going to throw in some props. So we need my props bag. I'll go on over here to props. Now I'm going to grab the things that I think are going to belong. So we're going to need food and dishes, crates and barrels, no books. No, they're not smart enough to have tables. Chests. Carts, maybe. I'll give them a peek. Anything over here? Maybe an axe stump. I think that's good. So axe stump will pop over here. I'm gonna need some animals. I think that's gonna be under fighters for me. I'm looking for beasts. Search. And I just want something that is going to be like livestock. And it might not be in this one. It might be under NPCs. NPC minis. Search. Humans, dwarves, orcs, gnomes. Maybe not. Okay. Well, we can make it work. What could they believably have captured? These amazing, super strong goblins. Well, they are... They used vultures and stuff to track. Yeah, I think maybe these pens... Oh, very big vulture. These pens won't be necessarily to contain, but rather as like nests for their vulture folk that attracted them to that town in the first place. I'm gonna turn off grid snap. Off. Couple hawks. Whoa! Okay, how big can you? That's small. Perfect. Thank you. Up. So they're all just nesting. Plains eagle. It's just various little bird nests that they have this symbiotic relationship with. They'll be feasting on scraps and stuff. Well, for asymmetry, take only 3 in most and 2 in this one. And blackened vulture. Okay. Shrink you on down. That just reminded me I have to lock up my trees. Copy. Okay, I'm gonna real quick hover over there, hit L to lock all my crap. L, happy days, L, cool. Now we need, so that's our animals. L, fighters. It's probably time that we throw in some of our goblins. So I think I have them under as greenskins. Boop bop bop doop doop bop. You are looking pretty good. Liking it. Oh, you have a gun. Okay. So which goblins am I liking the most? I think these are like the generic cartoony goblins. I think I like these more hardcore looking goblins. More vicious. Yes. You're more of like an ogre. Cool, cool. Yeah, I think I'll use these guys. If I can shrink you down enough, you can be a believable goblin. Okay, so these guys will be the kind of the Watchtower guards. And I'm just gonna put you. Can I put you on top of there? He's not gonna play nice. I could try and find out like making a raised platform for him, but I don't think I'm gonna deal with that. Maybe ooh, okay. We're rolling with the punches here, and we know that goblins aren't smart. So because I can't really put them on top of this watchtower, I'll say they're not smart enough to think, oh wait, maybe the archers should be in the watchtower. So they'll have a watcher goblin up there, and then the archer will be down here. And it's going to be plenty stupid. Boop, boop. Cool. These will be the... Oh! He made it. The main defense force. Okay, so those are the watchers. Next up. You know, the like vicious looking goblins, they're all armed because this is my fighters. And I wonder, NPC minis, do I have any goblins? Just gnomes. Alright, I think I'm going to use the cartoony goblins because some of them are unarmed, just kind of being stupid. Okay. Way too big. So what I'm going to plop down a couple of them and scatter them around the place. Yep. Yep. And yep. Okay. Ba ba ba. Yep. So most of them, these will be the ones that are just kind of, this guy's watching the birds. The majority of the camp is going to be asleep. This guy's, oh god, oh jeez, oh just, oh. He's going to be probably snoozing around the fire. Maybe I won't use all of these. I think I'm going to save some because we have to make the watchtower stuff inside. So we're almost done here. I think I'm just gonna add in some fire and maybe a couple more props, and this map will be done-o. So little like plates of food and other crap. It's gonna be garbage all over the place. Nope, this one. Also, pretty much all the goblins are going to be drunk because this will be a nighttime scenario. So that'll help them in their sneaking endeavors. Drop him there. Just various food trash laying about. The added benefit to having all this fire set up around the place is that one of our party members does not have dark vision, so we needed to make sure he had some method of attempting to see what's going on. Barrel of fish. Just various gobbledygook. Barrel of water. I'm not smart enough to have scrolls. Case of barrels. Just kind of random crap. Okay. What other foods and dishes, props, carts? Maybe carts. A hay cart put by one of the exits, parked, ready to go. Maybe they use that to haul their catch when they go out and hunt for people. Okay, so that covers that, and then chests. I'm going to have maybe a single chest over here in this kind of central area. Okay. Last but not least, we got fire to throw down. And then we can call it for this one. I then have to build up the inner tower. Wall of fire, small fire. Small fire. Ba ba ba. Not a ring. A campfire maybe. Alright. Delete you. Shrink them on down. Custom toggles. Cool. So plop you. Oh boy. Play nice with me. Alright, nice. Control C, and we're just gonna bop this on the major fires. Can I shrink you down anymore? No, that's the best I'm getting. You look good enough. You, that was pretty spot on. You, and I think that's good on the fireplaces. Now I need a small flame for the torches, and we're done. So scoot on over to the torch. Boom. Oh boy, I didn't want you to make sound. Huh. Come on. No. Okay. Are you going to be nice to me at all? Maybe the torches are too small, but I can't really fix that. Maybe, 'cause it works better when the torches are bigger. But because this is such a big map, I can't really scale up the torches because then it doesn't make sense for how tall the goblins are. I think we're actually just going to say that the torches are extinguished for now. And because most of the goblins are asleep, they don't need the whole camp to be lit up besides the main fires that they have going. So I think we might be good. I'm going to take the lighting and make this a night situation. Yeah. Maybe a little bit more. Ooh, nice and eerie and dark. And it actually helps the fire look a little bit more purposeful. Okay, so I'm going to select all of the crap that's out and lock it, besides the goblin guards, because there's a chance those guys are gonna move around. Not the goblin guard. Okay. Now I'm gonna do a quick sanity check. Highlight everything. See what isn't locked. You need to be locked. Oh, did I just lock everything? No, I didn't. Okay, phew. Anything over here? Don't think so. That needs to be locked. Anything left? Just the guards, it looks like. Aha! Sniped you. Lock. Alright. Well, there you have it. That is a Goblin Fortress. And, I'm excited to play this, and I am excited to show you more videos on making these environments. I'm going to last change up my background to my custom DnD assets. I got castle background, open, cloud, import. Now it's going to load up, and then I'm going to have that favorite outdoor background from I think it's Skyrim or The Witcher. I'm not positive. So there we go. It's nighttime, Goblin Fort, gonna be hectic and fun, and I'm eager to see how they solve this situation. Next, I'm going to build the encounters on these floors of the Watchtower, and I hope you guys enjoy. Thanks for watching, and see you very soon.